break through. I said, you gotta, yeah, like Sparta 300, kick your way through that door.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my mini podcast series, A Deep Talks, and I got my girl Alexandria here, also known as Soluna. Do you want to introduce yourself?
I have so many names, yes. I'm like Erica Badu. Alexandria, Soluna, or Madame Velvet. Please say the Madame. Like Weezy F Baby. Please say the baby.
Yeah, baby. Also, she also refers to you guys as her darlings.
I do, my darlings.
I love that. You know, when I first met you, that was something that we had in common because I was starting my videos like that too, like my darling. Like it's funny because that's when we met. I think
It was when we met.
Yeah. That was almost a year ago.
Was it a year ago? Yeah. Wow.
The power of social media. You know.
Wow.
Because I wasn't like building my brand in person. I was building it online, and then you were one of the first people I met through social media that I met in person in Kansas City.
You were, because I remember, I think you added me, and I was like, who's this girl? Like, oh, she lives here. And then you messaged me, and I was like, oh. We bonded, and we were like, oh, we should meet up. And then we met up.
You know, I don't even know how social media works sometimes. I'm just like, somehow it connects you to the right people. You know?
Everything is energy.
Yeah.
Even the algorithm.
Anyways, I want to share with you guys a little bit more about what Soluna and I were diving into, just based on where we're at in life right now. It's really interesting because we bond over entrepreneurship, and I always like to talk about that with my audience as well because I want to share my journey because I wanted to help you guys in whatever you're going through, and I think we can share a little bit about what we've been through in this sense of entrepreneurship. What really hit for me is like that wave of doubt that happens right before you're about to succeed in something is so huge.
Oh.
And I've been through that at least 10 times or more, where I literally want to throw in the towel and quit. And I have actually quit before, but I always somehow come back. And I think it's because I'm definitely meant to be on this path. I know I'm meant to be on this path of doing my own thing because nothing else works for me. It just doesn't resonate. It literally sucks the soul energy out of me. If I try to do some other job or some other thing that doesn't resonate with what my purpose feels like, it doesn't feel good to me. But like when you're choosing that path of wanting to follow your heart, it's going to test you in so many ways. That's why a lot of people give up. And that's why that feeling about giving up is so heavy and intense because it's really shaping you for the next stage of your evolution and your ascension of becoming that person who can hold it all. And like I said, I've been through it at least 10 times or more. And every single time I've been through it, I've always become a better version of myself. And that's why I don't give up in those doubt moments anymore. I'm like, all right, so something better is coming right now. So let me just be patient in between. So I want to hear a little bit more from you and what you've been experiencing with that thing.
Girl, the same thing. Am I allowed to curse here?
Go ahead.
Okay. Look, the same shit. Since we're being authentic. I have almost quit also so many times. Even when I first started, when I was getting my Reiki master attunement and things, I was like, I can't help anybody. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to quit. And like the person that I was working with at the time, when my first client, she was like, what? No, absolutely not. Like, you helped me so many ways. And I'm like, I did? Like, I didn't even know that I had helped her in such a way. And it's the same thing now. Sometimes before you get to that next up level, because it gets to be, you're the butterfly coming out of the cocoon. You are the seed sprouting through the shell. You're about to have a breakthrough, but in order to break through, you must break through. I said, you gotta, like Sparta 300, kick your way through that door. Like, this is Sparta. Like, but it's like, this is me. This is who I'm meant to be, and developing that self-trust and listening to the intuition, listening to the signs, reading the signs. That's what part of what I do, y'all. It's like God, Spirit, Universe is always speaking to us everywhere, and I wouldn't have been put on this path if it wasn't where I was meant to be. Again, in the last month or so, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go back and get a corporate job. Well, it hasn't worked out for me that way.
Also, the job market is crazy right now. I know so many people who are in that space and they like have lost their jobs. Like I know at least 3 people personally who have lost their jobs because of that right now. So like even if you did want to go into that, it's going to be like a high barrier. So it's literally also, it's not meant for you. And also it's like everything is telling you not to do that, you know?
Yeah. And I've been a products manager for 10 years. I use that in my personal business. I teach people to do that. I help them with that. But doing it for somebody else's product or not getting to choose what I want to work on, I like solving problems. However, it's just like, this isn't, it can be soul sucking, like you said. So
when 2 Virgos enter the chat,
2 Virgo risings.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Because you're Scorpio sun,
Scorpio sun,
Gemini sun,
Capricorn moon,
Cancer moon,
and then we're Virgo rising Twinkies. So our moons are opposite. Because Cancer and Capricorn are opposites.
Ooh, that's another reason we vibe.
But there's a reflection.
But yeah, with the Virgo rising energy, if you have any Virgo placement, you probably understand this feeling of doubt and like overanalyzing yourself.
Perfectionism.
Yeah, and also Virgos have a calling to be of service to people. And usually when you're an entrepreneur, you do have a feeling like that. You want to be of service and helping people in some way.
Absolutely.
But the thing about the Virgo is the double-edged sword is like you feel that imposter syndrome like crazy. Because you don't know if you are worthy or credible to be helping someone in that way, and you doubt your abilities, and that's literally the thing that holds you back from your own success. And I was just telling Alexandria earlier, there comes a point where you just get tired of your own bullshit. Like you get tired of your shit, you're like, I'm done, and you just get out of your own way. You're like, just claim what the heck you want to do, what you want to be. Like, you want to work with this person, work with that person. You don't want to work with those people, don't work with those people. Like, it's literally that simple. But we get in our own way, and we stop ourselves from receiving the success that we want so badly. Because we are preventing ourselves to keep ourselves safe. And once you finally get tired of your own BS, you eventually get out of your own way, and it starts to come to you. Like, for me, in the Virgo rising aspect as well, it's like letting go of the control. Because that control factor is what prevents the things from coming in as well. So
it does, because so we take the analogy of holding sand in your hand. When you do this, you lose more sand than you keep whenever your palm is open. So control is, we can look at the etymology of the word. I'm not going to get super deep into it because I don't remember it all. But the part I remember is that it's about going with the flow. Like, control is constricting the flow.
Yeah.
It is going against the natural flow. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to like direct yourself in a certain way, or that you need discipline rooted in devotion, which is self-love, not major pain, forcing. That control is like, yes, being able to go with the flow. We're on a lazy river of life. The universe gonna tell you when to get off the river. It'll speed it up, it'll slow it down, and you just need to be there and be who you are, which can be easier said than done. And that's why we regulate our nervous system along the way, because sometimes success doesn't actually feel safe. You want $1 million, but you never had 2,000. So that your body's like, you know what? It feels like too much. Too much. So root in that safety to get through some of those barriers, because you might be meant for certain things. But
you can't hold it.
Yeah, if you can't experience it without reverting your thermostat back down to where it was, it's like a glass ceiling kind of thing. And I speak in metaphors, y'all, so if anybody's confused,
no, I love it.
It'll be fine.
It's a great visual.
It'll be fine.
For sure. If you try to control like where you're going, it's gonna take you way longer to get there. Let me just say that. As soon as you stop trying to control where you're going and just know I'm going where I'm meant to go, you will be given everything you would want. You will never be given what you can't handle, because you were just saying the $1 million, because everyone wants $1 million.
Yeah, who doesn't?
But if you cannot handle it, God will not give it to you. You are always going to be put on what you can handle and what will lead to your highest outcome. So if you just trust that, even when it seems like it's not happening, when it seems like you're not going to get the money, the clients, the relationships, whatever you're wanting so badly, if it seems like you're not going to get it, if you can learn to trust that moment, you will receive that as soon as you seriously stop trying to control that you're going to get it. And I've been experiencing that to another degree for sure. It's like, I don't want any of this shit. Oh, but here you go, baby. You get all of it. Oh, but fuck, I didn't ask for this. But you can handle it now. So here you go.
But also, we talked about earlier that what you focus your attention on, it energizes it. And where you place your intention, things transform. So when we think about, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, God, Spirit, Universe is like, oh, I see you focusing on on this. They don't hear the don't. They're focusing on what your energy is focused on. So it's like you can say, okay, I don't want this, but this is what I do want. And we make that shift, because sometimes you need to do the negative portion. We're like, okay, I don't want this. However, I open up my space to receive this. And then we focus and we intend on the thing that you want, that you're aligning with every day. And then, like you said about the control part, is understanding where you're resisting something versus when something just isn't for you. And that it feels very different. Like for me, resistance is something that keeps coming up and coming up and coming up. And I'm just like, no, not today. But the not for me, it will be very clear. Like if it has nothing to do with me, like I had some, like, let's just say like going on dates, for example, like some dates they kept getting rescheduled, and it wasn't because of me. It wasn't because I was rescheduling. I was like, oh, you know what? I don't think that I'm supposed to go on a date with this person right now. And I let it go. And then some other things fell off, and like things kind of fell together in the way they were supposed to. So it was just like, oh yeah, because it wasn't time for that right now. But we can often try to force those things that we want because we think it's time. But it's like, no, there's some other you need to go through in order to, like you said, appreciate it or have the capacity or to learn something else about yourself in the process. And patience is one of my biggest things.
I love when you brought up the dating piece. I do this in my content a lot. I refer business to dating all the time. You know how there's like a 3-rule date, 3-date
rules.
It's so funny. I'm noticing that in like business though with prospects. Like usually by the 3rd date they want to get with me.
Because everything's a reflection.
Yeah.
Everything's a reflection. So that makes sense. Like you gotta feel somebody out first before you just go giving all your energy away.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we talked about over giving to clients, and because we want to serve, the Virgo rising in us, we love to serve, but we also need to serve ourselves and to serve the people who are in alignment with us, because not everybody who comes up to you off the street or whistles at you from their car is actually in alignment with you. We take the flattery. We love compliments all day. Oh, tell me, thank you, thank you, thank you. But it's like, oh, just because you hollered at me doesn't mean that I need to give you my time.
Yeah.
Thank you, and I'm gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Unless you say something that's like synchronistic, and I'm like, well, okay, now I'm curious. Who are you?
You can still be curious and not go for
Who
it.
are you? Exactly.
Yeah. The one quote we said that I have to drop it here is like, what am I making it mean about me?
Oof.
That we got that from our girl Sarah Zula. If you're watching this, shout out to Sarah Zula.
We love Sarah.
She has changed both of our lives, and that question has always helped guide me. Like, am I getting trapped on the analytics? What am I making it mean about me? If you're thinking about the guy who hollered at you, what am I making it mean about me? And making it, oh, am I dressed like a hoe today? You know, you could make that experience really negative really quick, or you can make it positive. Like, oh, I'm magnetic right now. All from the same trigger. It's like, what am I making this mean about me? And that is such a guiding question that will always lead you where you're meant to go.
If nobody hollers at me, do I still feel pretty? Am I allowing all of my validation to come from the external world, or am I walking out this door like, I look fucking good today?
Yes.
And if nobody hollers at me, do I still feel like I look good?
Yeah.
Or do I feel like I look ugly at that point? Because sometimes it's just about walking in that, and it's not arrogance, it's the confidence of knowing it's how you feel. Like, I feel good, and I know I look cute today. This is a new dress, you know?
You do look really cute today.
Thank
I didn't
you.
get to tell you because you were in the middle of a conversation, but I did think you look really cute today.
Thank you. See, example, exhibit A. She couldn't tell me when she saw me, but I still felt cute, and now she's telling me now. Like, see how that works?
All in the right timing, right? It
Divine timing.
Yes, just like going on the date at the right time, receiving the compliment at the right time, getting the client at the right time. Everything will happen exactly when it's meant to hop into your field, you know?
Sometimes you are consciously ready, but you don't have the system set up to receive what it is that you've asked for. So you want somebody who is going to see you in all of your brilliance and your genius. Are you seeing yourself? Do you even know how you want to be seen? Like, what type of brilliance and genius do you have? Are you telling yourself that you love yourself? If you want more clients, do you have a system to receive your clients? Do they have a way to sign up with you? Is there a way that they're going to get these confirmation emails? How are they going to know when and where to go for their appointments? We want all these things, but it's like, do you have the capacity to even work in those things that you've asked for? Because you got to take care of it.
Yeah, you'll never get what you cannot hold. Like I said earlier, same thing with the systems. Yeah, for sure. As soon as you get your onboarding and your systems in place, you'll be surprised how things will just come rolling in. One of my prospects actually told me that recently. He was asking me a little bit more about my onboarding process. He's like, oh, you got a system? I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, ready to work with me. You know,
a lot of people don't.
Yeah, they don't.
You got to figure it out when it comes rolling in. It's like, oh, you gonna figure it out or you not?
We mentioning the trial and error thing as well. I think that's such a part that people get discouraged by, is if they are experimenting and then it doesn't work, they want to give up. It's like, okay, no, it's just time to come back to the drawing board and
reiterate.
Refine it a little bit. It's not gonna look like anyone else's. I think we try to find other people's success path and make it our own. As soon as I completely X'd out everyone else's success path and took pieces from each one and made my own, it really started to work out. I'm 5+ years deep in this, so like I've been able to create my own path. And it changes all the time. I will say it evolves. It gets better and better. So keep trusting in your path and make sure you're not making things mean something about you. I will leave you guys with that quote because that has been really helpful for me recently.
Man.
And don't give up on yourself.
Don't, because the last thing I will say is that the first step to self-mastery is self-awareness.
Yes.
And believing in yourself is one of the most important steps to that. Because if you're not believing in yourself, it's not that nobody else will. You're going to attract so many more people who believe in you whenever they see that you believe in you. And that's a message for me too, y'all, every day.
Confidence sells.
It does.
People act off emotion, not logic. So if you can make them feel good based on how you're feeling, you're sold, baby.
Indeed.
Success.
Indeed.
But thank you so much. So Luna,
It's fun.
Madam Velvet, Alexandra, Madame, sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna correct everybody all the time.
Madame. I
Madame.
need to work on my accent.
It's okay. You know? We're all here to learn. 'Cause I'll correct anybody on names all day with the loving
As long as you're willing
kindness.
to learn, right? You know?
Indeed.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here with us. I'm excited to post this. And yeah. Thank
So
you.
they probably couldn't hear that noise. I said, "Oh, that was the confirmation. We're in the right place." Thank
All
you for
right.
having me.
Yes, thank you. I love you.
Love you too.